Don't just rely on the love of honor and reputation. Don't rely on the fear of shame. Only open sins. Don't rely on not disturbing the peace of mind. Don't rely on the risk of hellfire. You need more than one motive to resist temptation. Not relying on enough is a false sense of security. Temptation is to darken, not lighten. When the mind is darkened, it is unable to make the right judgments. God allows temptation so he can save us on our knees. Public temptation came as a result of God's judgment. It is a strong delusion to believe the lie that I'm not Jesus. It is a strong delusion to believe the lie of democracy. Delusions come from selfishness, spiritlessness, carelessness, and worldliness. Public temptation spreads to those who should be godly. Endure temptation and receive the crown of life. It is advantageous that Christ was tempted. He understands us. You must not seek self-glory. It is God's glory only that you should seek. The Egyptian lust idols are ambition, pride, and vanity. We must be consecrated, accepted as holy. God has despised the day of small things. It is now the day of big things. Temptation is a great danger. You must recognize sin is evil. Rejection caused Jesus to lay down his life for all. Only power and wisdom of God can keep us from temptation. God provides a way to escape temptation. He provides Jesus. Pray and have faith for what God has promised. God promises to keep us in all our ways. You are never to be distracted from your essential stance with God. We must be faithful, for God is faithful. I will never deny my deity. You must have continual intercession in the time of temptation. In jail, I turn the devil's temptation into God's work. The second coming of Christ, the Advent, is promised. You are to empty your soul of your own wisdom and understanding. You are to ask in wisdom and in the fullness of Christ. You are to trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Men's own counsel will cast them down. You must not rely on your own self-sufficiency. You are to live only for Christ, by Christ, and in Christ. You are to live with a concern for others. You are not to dishonor God by our own failings. Self-centered men will fail. God sees things different than the way the world sees things. You are to be content to remain unnoticed by the world. God emphasizes faith and prayer. Faith and prayer are better than all strengths and counsels of men. I am subject to God now. Now God is all in all. Christ reigns until all enemies are under his feet. A curse will be on anyone who does not love the Lord. Dole's arm dried up. He is blinded to the light. Dole is an idle shepherd. He wouldn't do as asked. Muslims say it is not right to curse, but God said to do it.